Okay, so this giant box, it's a 55-inch desk, as you can see. I'm going to be doing kind of a office renovation in the next couple of days here. I'm going to try to get rid of a bunch of stuff and find room and make room for this desk. I'll give you a quick twirl around right now. I'm sure most of you have seen this room in the videos that I shoot, but let's take a look. Okay, so this is my tripod rack. It's where I keep my light stands, my monopod, and this little Manfrotto that I carry around to do video stuff with. This is kind of where I keep all my extra, studio lights. I have an LCD viewfinder, my Rode mic, some cables, my monopod. These are just shelves, storage, these are flashes. It's my Canon EOS film camera, some lenses, little Jesus candle. This is the big gun camera rack here. I'm sure you guys have seen this in videos. These are plants that are only in here during the winter, hence why they're just shoved right on the record player. That's my record player. The only reason I keep it around is because it's got like that authentic, scratchy 70s analog sweetness coming from it. And then below my record player is where I keep all my developing chemicals. There's a picture from John that I need to hang up still. Black and white, there's all my developing tanks, funnels. Keep some odds and ends in those drawers, rubber gloves, rubber bands, clips. I keep my D76 powder mix in there, changing bags, new chemicals. That's some E6 chemicals right there. It's my C41, my Gray Lab timer. And then I have another rack. It's got all my large format stuff, some cameras that I haven't gotten to clean up and test yet. There's a bunch of books and 4x6 photo albums. I did a video on that. I print out a bunch of 4x6s and keep them for, backups in case I ever lose the file or God forbid a fire or something like that. So I have those all stored. And then this is a bunch of my photo books right here. Photo books, magazines. And then there's all my negative storage, 35mm, 120, bunch of Polaroids, prints, and my 4x5 negatives. So that's pretty much all the negatives right now. This is my light box. Don't mind the coffee stain. I didn't even realize that was there until right now. But it's my light box. Look at negatives. Check that kind of stuff out. This is where I keep filters and kind of odds and ends stuff. It's a roll of E6 that I found at a Goodwill. This is all the film that needs to be developed. Notebooks in case I need an extra notebook. And down here is printing paper, some rubber gloves, these are metal 120 spools. And then here's the old desk. It's my 21.5-inch iMac. Down here is kind of an office printer. Do a lot of shipping labels and stuff with that. A VCR for, I don't even know why I have the VCR. An old HP computer that I used to run Fruity Loops on. Just some odds and ends. I'm gonna be getting rid of those speakers because I don't even use them. The iMac sounds great. Underneath that is the Epson V700 that I use for scanning, and that's all the scanning stuff in there. Negative frame holders, negative sleeves, compressed air, and glass cleaner. All right, so this is where I keep the Canon Pro 100. It's my printer. Looks a lot smaller on video. My kitten, loves to sleep up on this bed up here while I'm working at my computer. Below that, that's just some filters and camera straps. And the other army container is point and shoot cameras that I'll be getting rid of. It's my CD collection, my little headphone section. Down there is a bunch of framing stuff. I have 11x14 frames, I have 8x10 frames, and 5x7 frames. And I think that's about it in there. Alright, and this is the new thing that I started working on. I don't even know what this shelf is. I'm just kind of storing stuff in here for now. It's got my Polaroid, it's got an old tape video camera, my 8mm, my folding 6x9. This is all packages that were sent to me that I still need to go through. Back there, 2 enlargers that I'm going to be making a mobile cart darkroom. One of these days I'll be making a cart to do that. And then last but not least, the photo fridge. And I moved it into the closet, ran power into the closet, and brought it into here. But as you can see, that's on my film. Alright, so Kitten's having his lunch break. I'm still trying to figure out how I want to put everything together in here. So far I have this big gaping hole where the desk used to be. I think I want to move my printer over to here, move this stuff over to here, and then move the desk right here. But there's so many cords, there's so much everything. I have way too much stuff. I'm trying to like figure out how to downsize and get rid of stuff too, but it's almost impossible. I keep telling myself in my mind that I need all of this, but I don't need all of this. So I got my work cut out for me. Just a couple little guys I forgot to mention at the beginning of the office tour. This is my utility shelf. This is where I keep all my tools, you know, bits and bops for hanging photos. If I need to fix the sink in the bathroom, I come here. But I store my spray paint. If I'm doing any kind of spray paint stuff, spray adhesive, lighter fluid, just some little tools, some cheapos, little drill, stapler, utility knife, Allen wrench set. Definitely comes in handy. A bunch of different kinds of tape. And right below that, I keep my in rotation kind of photo bags. This is the big gun. This is if I go, you know, if I go home or go on a vacation or have a big shoot, that carries all that. These are both hiking bags that I've converted into camera bags. That little one fits, you know, one of these video cameras and, you know, 35mm or something like that. And then over here, this is my charging / cable station. Now I have every cable hanging here from micro USB, those printer USB cables, Ethernet cables, iPhone lightning cables, any kind of cable I can think of is hanging here. And then I have my little prime charging station. So I can put any of the camera chargers that I have. If I need to charge my phone, I can charge it there. But I just wanted a dedicated charging station, and that's what this is, this whole little area right here. And then I get questions about this. This is kind of my battery station. I have every battery that I own in here, you know, AA's, AAA's, C's, D's, and then all the random. Here's like a Polaroid LAN battery. I have a conversion kit for the LAN camera. The 357s are what the XA takes, and a couple other little cameras that I have. These are Canonet batteries / Canon FT batteries. And then up here, this is for a microphone. I think that's a P625 is what that's called. Those are the CR2s. And then the 123s. And it tells me if the battery's dead. And it even works really well with these little thumb batteries too. So I can slide this open and check those. It's kind of a pain in the butt to get them in, but you can see it works. All right, so I kind of wanted to wrap this segment up on the topic that I did a podcast about, and I'll link that below. It was my first video podcast. I think it went over pretty well. You can download the audio. I'll leave the link to the audio. It's on SoundCloud. You can check it out there, and I'll leave the link to the YouTube video as well. I go into the topic on creative spaces and how important I think it is for, you know, for us as creatives to have a place to call kind of home for the creative process. I also mentioned in that video or podcast that I'll be kind of keeping tabs on this whole thing. I'll let you know when I update something new. Like pretty much everything behind me right now needs to still be, processed, gone through, and kind of reorganized. I have intentions of, minimalizing my darkroom equipment a little bit, and getting rid of some cameras that I don't use, and just kind of going through and revamping and breathing some fresh air into this whole office space. Yeah, so if you have any questions about anything that you've seen in this video so far, please feel free to leave any of those down below. But awesome news for the YouTube channel. I had recently come in contact with, I found out that a coworker of mine loves to shoot video. Like, how cool is that? And that works out perfect because he's working on a project for school, and I need a filmer for these videos. I'm sick of, I shouldn't say that I'm sick of. It's very hard to shoot kind of on-the-go videos without a filmer. And he offered to, jump in and kind of be my filmer. So that's awesome. That is awesome. I'm so pumped and so excited to have somebody along with me for this. And there's not much audio for any of this yet. We went out twice so far. This is the first time. It's me, my friend Caleb, and Jonas with us, obviously filming the thing. So I'm gonna kind of just throw this in. It's like a little bit of a montage at the end, just so you kind of can see, I didn't want this footage to go to waste. So I'm gonna put it at the end of this because this wasn't a very heavy photography related video. This was kind of more of just like a creative process video, and I kind of want to start doing more stuff like this, like not so much film photography all the time. I mean, everything's all related to film, and film is my my heart and soul, you guys know that, but I just kind of wanted to do something a little different. So here's the end of the video. I'm gonna montage us. We went to two, I wouldn't call them abandoned houses, but there are two houses up for sale that are in the middle of renovation. And my buddy Caleb, he does a lot of photo work for realtors and stuff like that. Dude's got a really good eye. He does some great work. I'll link his Instagram down below. I mean, he's not much of a film shooter, but he's definitely got a good eye. He's a good photographer. He's a good friend as well. So here's the montage at the end, and stay tuned for more videos like this. This is a lot of fun working with Jonah. I have another video that we did that'll be coming out next week, where we go out and shoot the Mamiya RB67, and he films me, and we shoot some Polaroids and stuff too. So it was a lot of fun. Thanks guys for watching, and since I won't be at the end, I'll see you in the next one. All right, later.